Let's fail together. In this time, let's make a drawing made entirely with markers. Although I guess they're really considered brush pens, but they operated a lot like markers, so I'll just call it a marker drawing. And I'm a collage artist who usually makes artwork entirely for magazine cutouts. And the purpose of this series is to try something different. I'm so used to using the same medium over and over again, and I think it really helps with your creativity as an artist to really experiment with different materials, try something new, and see what happens. And so the purpose of this series is not to really make perfect, polished works of art, but to dabble with these other mediums. And if we do make something we're happy with, great. If not, that's fine too. The point is to just embrace the mess, whatever failures might come of it. And if we're pleasantly surprised, that's great too. Here are the materials that I used for this Arts and Fails project. These are the brush pens or markers that I used. I decided to start off with a sketch so I wouldn't run into the issues that I ran into last time where the composition was a little bit off. So I'm just mapping out what those basic shapes are going to look like here. And then I went ahead and added in a little bit more detail to those sketches so I could make sure I wouldn't mess things up too badly this time around. And then I decided, as far as the color palette goes, I was going to use reds, pinks, and oranges for these particular pieces of nigiri. I decided to do kind of pinkish reddish ones. We've got the shrimp one, and then I also had a couple of white ones that I was going to add some color to, hopefully, to kind of make it look a little rainbowy. I don't know. I started off using lighter colors since I knew with markers we can't really add in the highlights later. We kind of have to figure out where those go now, and then we add in the shadows. As I was working on this, I realized I was making the nigiri look a little too much like bugs. I kind of feel like the finished product made them look more like roly-polies. But I did my best. I'm probably most proud with how the shrimp was shaping up at this point. But as you can see, part of the issue might be that the shadows really made the nigiri pretty rounded. And I may have overworked them a little bit. And you'll notice that there is a piece that's to the right that looks a little bit like an oyster. Uh, so the lines there definitely could have been reworked. Overall, I'd say it was a successful failure.